I'm here with the Ghost Pro 2 and just wanted to do a quick tutorial video to show you how to set up and balance your Ghost. So first thing you want to do is make sure your batteries are fully charged, and when you charge your battery, plug it into the wall and make sure the power switch is turned on. So you can just let your battery charge overnight and then you should have a full charge in the morning. This also has a voltage indicator to show you how charged the battery is. And in the meantime, you can put your Ghost together and balance your camera. So first thing you want to do is grab your stand, and this one is already partially together, but it comes in 5 pieces, and all you need to do, there are threads on each arm, and just make sure that you properly thread it in place and screw it all the way on. So the stand is fully assembled, and now you can go ahead and grab the grip bar and you can attach the grips. The grips attach in the exact same way, they just screw into place. So find your grips. Just make sure you're not cross-threading it before you screw the grip all the way on. So to attach the bottom part of the Ghost, then you'll just slide it in place right underneath the grip bar here. So make sure the threads are fully backed out. Stand the Ghost up and slide this into place. It's a really close fit, so it might take a second to slide it into place. But once you do, slide it right into the middle and then make sure that's centered and screw the threads all the way down, which locks the grip bar in place. Before you attach your camera, you want to make sure that the Ghost logo is facing you, so it's facing up. This also means that the motor is going to be on the left-hand side. If this is backwards, say it's over here, then the gimbal isn't going to calibrate properly. So make sure you mount the camera like this. I already have the camera plate attached on the camera right here, but make sure that's secure. And then you can slide the camera in place. You'll notice it stops, so you need to make sure you hit this red button right here, and then slide your camera all the way on. So now you want to slide the camera in position until it just stays nice and level. It looks pretty close right there. Lock down the quick release back here. Now you need to balance the roll axis. You can see it's heavy on this right side over here. So go ahead and loosen these quick releases on the bottom. And then slide the camera over to the left just until your horizon stays nice and level. So looks like we're good right there. Lock that in place. Okay, now the next adjustment is these vertical rails on the left and right side of the camera. So to balance this, I go ahead and point the lens up and release these quick releases. You can tell it's bottom heavy right now because it's wanting to fall down. So we need to push the camera up on the rails. And again, just do this until it stays in one position with the lens pointing up. So we're almost there. So it stays right there. Go ahead and lock one side. You'll also notice that there are markings on all the rails, so you can find the exact position, or if you change out cameras, you can always go back to a previous set marking. But with this vertical attachment, I lock one side, see where it's at on the rails, and then make sure it's at the same marking on the opposite side. So now we have the pitch axis balanced and the roll axis is balanced. So the last motor you need to balance for is the yaw axis, which is the top motor. So before you balance this, go ahead and attach your battery on the back. To balance the yaw axis, you want to loosen all these knobs on top. So there's 2 knobs there, and then there's 1 knob on the side. So make sure those are all loose. And then I point the lens towards one of the grips. And then I'll tilt the gimbal, and the lens is kind of falling towards the downhill side. I'll show you that again. So as I tilt it, the lens is falling downhill, so that means it's front heavy and we need to slide the whole system to the back. So you can just slide this and then test it again. So tilt it, and it's not moving at all right now. So that means that it's properly balanced. If it was falling backwards, so the back end's heavy, then you would just slide the system forward. So go ahead and lock these knobs. And that's all there is to it for balancing. So let's go ahead and fire it up. When you turn it on, make sure the battery is on and make sure the gimbal is turned on. There's a power switch in the back. Also make sure the gimbal is completely still when you're turning it on. It calibrates the sensor at startup, and if there's any movement in that sensor, then it won't calibrate properly. So go ahead and turn the power switch on. You'll hear it beep a few times, and then the motors will kick in power on. So now the Ghost is powered up, and you are ready to operate.